students, we learned about fibers in the previous session. We have learned the definition of fiber, and we studied about two types of fibers, natural fibers and synthetic fibers in the previous session. So today we will learn about fibers in detail. So we have seen that clothes are made of fabrics are made of fiber. Then we have learned the definition of fiber is that fiber is a long thread or filament from which textile or cloth is made. So the fibers combine together to form yarn. Using yarn we make fabric. From the fabrics we can prepare clothes. Now we have seen that there are two types of fibers, synthetic fibers and natural fibers based on the origin. Now today we will learn about fibers in detail. Then fiber is made up of what? So what is the internal structure of fiber? So today we are going to learn about the structure of fiber. So what are the components of fiber? So we have all fibers, natural or synthetic, are made up of special molecules called polymers. So we can see that fibers are made up of special molecules called polymers. That is, suppose we have this is a fiber. This fiber is made up of long chain structures called polymers. So the single fiber is made up of long chain structures like this. They are called polymers. And so polymer means we can say that it's a long chain of small units. So this polymer is a long chain. And we can see that in this polymer it is made up of small units. The small units are represented in the red color. So this is the polymer which are joined together to form fiber. And in this polymer it is made up of small units. These small units are called monomers. So we can say that fiber is made up of long chains called polymers. And what is polymer? Polymer is a long chain of small units. And each small unit is called monomer. So in other words, we can say that monomer, small units like monomer. So small unit, it's each single unit, small unit is called monomer. Now, these monomers, when same monomers are combined together to form a long chain, and now this long chain is called polymer. And a group of polymer are joined together to form fiber. So listen again, fiber is made up of long chains called polymers. And polymer is a long chain. It is made up of small units. And each small unit is called monomer. So in other words, we can say that same monomers combine together to form long chain. This is called polymer, and a group of polymers give fiber. And when we discuss the meaning of polymer is a Greek word. Poly means many. Mer means unit or parts. That is, polymer is a group of many units. Then monomer. Mono means one. Then mer means part or unit. That is, in monomer there will be only one part. Combination of monomers is called polymer. Then combination of polymers is called fiber. Okay. Now this is the representation. Using this we can see the formation of polymer. That is, in the first one we have monomer. Monomer means single units, one unit. So this is the monomer. Then now we have three monomers. So when the monomers combine together, we get polymer. In the second step, then third step, we can see that more monomers are joining. Then in the next step, again combination of more monomers. Then again the chain is increasing, and finally we have polymer like this. So this is the formation of polymer, that is monomer. Same monomer units are combined together to form a long chain. This long chain is called polymers, and these long chain polymers are combined together to form fiber. Using these fibers we make cloth. Now when we discuss the number of monomers, so here we can see that we can count the number of monomers in the polymer. So the number of monomers is not fixed. There is no any specific number of monomer. So the number of monomers in a polymer is not 30, 40 or 50. There are hundreds of monomers in a polymer chain. So there is no specific number of monomers in polymer. And also one important thing is that this is not the actual size or shape of the monomers or polymers. This is only a representation, because we cannot see monomers and polymers using our eyes. We can see only fibers, and these fibers are made up of polymers. Polymers are made up of small unit called monomer. So this is not the actual number or actual shape or size of monomers, because we cannot see polymers and monomers. Now, the process of combining monomers to form a polymer is called polymerization. So what do you mean by polymerization? We have seen that monomers are, hundreds of monomers are combined together to form long chain, and this long chain structure, this large molecule is called polymer. Now this process is called polymerization. That is the process of combining monomers to form a polymer is called polymerization. So what do you mean by polymerization? Polymerization is process in which monomers are combined together to form polymer. So this is called polymerization. So this is the representation of which process? Polymerization. So using this process, polymers are forming. From polymers, fibers are made, and using the fibers, we make cloth. Now we can see that, we can see this flow chart. That is the first, we can start it from monomer. So monomers means single unit, one unit, and many monomers combine together. The same monomers combine together to form long chain, that is called polymers. And group of polymers is called fiber. And the combination of fiber, bundles of fibers is called yarns. And from yarns, we have piece of cloth called fabric, and using this fabric, we make cloth. So this is the process. So it starts from monomer. Monomers combine to form polymer. Polymers are combined to form fibers. From fibers, yarn is prepared. Using yarn, fabric is made, and from fabric we obtain cloth. Now, polymers occur in both natural and synthetic fibers. So, and now we can say that the fibers are of two types, natural and synthetic fibers. And we can see polymers and monomers in both the cases. So, the natural fibers like cotton, then wool, then synthetic fibers like nylon, rayon, all are made up of polymers. Is it clear? So all natural, whether it is natural or synthetic fiber, all are made up of polymers, and the polymers are made up of monomers. So we can consider an example for this. Cotton is a natural fiber. It is obtained from cotton plants. And now, what is the polymer of cotton? Cellulose. So cotton fiber is made up of cellulose polymers, and cellulose polymers are made up of which monomer? Glucose monomer. So we can visualize like this. cotton fiber. Cotton fiber we have, and this cotton fiber is made up of which polymers? Cellulose polymers. And in cellulose polymer, which is the monomer, which is the unit of polymer? That is glucose. So this violet color dot is the monomer, which is that glucose. So cotton is the fiber. It is made up of cellulose polymers, and cellulose polymers are made up of glucose monomers. So now this is the polymer and monomer of glucose. So this is cotton fiber. It's from cotton plants, and this cotton fiber is made up of which polymer? Cellulose polymer. So each cotton fiber is made up of large number of long chain structure, and this is the polymer of cotton, which this polymer is called cellulose. Understand? So this is the long chain of cellulose polymer, and we can see that there are the single unit. Each unit in cellulose will be what? Its monomer. Which is its monomer? The single unit. The monomer of cellulose is glucose. So all these are glucose monomers, and these glucose monomers are combined together to form polymer chain. Which polymer? Cellulose polymer, and cellulose polymers are combined to form cotton fiber. So cellulose polymer, long chain, and each monomer of cellulose is glucose. So this is the structure of glucose. So no need to learn the structure of cellulose polymer or glucose. So you have to learn only the statement. So you have to learn the example is that cotton is a fiber, its polymer is cellulose, and its monomer is glucose. So all these definitions are given in your textbook. That is definition of fiber, two types of fiber, natural fibers, synthetic fibers, then definitions of polymers, monomers, and definition of polymerization and example of this cotton fiber. All are given in your textbook, so you can learn it from the textbook. Now we are going to learn the next topic of this lesson, that is how can we make synthetic fiber. So in this chapter, we are dealing with synthetic fibers. So when we start about synthetic fibers, first of all we have to know about the manufacture of synthetic fibers. How can we make synthetic fiber? So the making of synthetic fiber, production of synthetic fiber is not an easy process. It involves multiple steps. So it is a multi-step process. It involves a lot of stages. So the preparation of synthetic fibers is not given in the syllabus, but we have to know some important steps of preparation of synthetic fibers. Then only you will understand about synthetic fiber. So without mentioning about preparation of synthetic fibers, it is not possible to complete this chapter. So first of all, we will learn about preparation, production of synthetic fibers. We will see some important steps involved in preparation of synthetic fibers. Then we will start learning about synthetic fibers. An important step in the production of synthetic fibers is spinning. So many steps are there. An important step involved in the production of synthetic fiber is that it's spinning. Synthetic fibers, that is artificial fibers, the fibers which are made from chemicals, they are prepared by a process called spinning. So it is an important step in preparation of synthetic fiber, that is spinning. Now we will see what is spinning. Spinning is a process in which polymer solution is passed through a machine called spinneret. That is, the first step in the preparation of synthetic fiber will be polymerization, right? Because synthetic fibers means artificial, which are from chemicals. So we prepare synthetic fibers using chemicals, not from natural sources. So When we have the chemicals used for the synthesis of synthetic fiber, first we will get a polymer solution. So how can we get polymer solution? So we know that monomers are combined from polymers, and then these polymers will give fiber. So first of all we should have the polymer solution. That is, we will have the solution or mixture of chemicals used for the preparation of synthetic fiber. So from the chemicals used for the synthetic fiber, we will obtain polymer solution. Polymer solution means we have a liquid mixture of polymers. We will have a liquid mixture of chemicals which are used for the synthesis of synthetic fiber. So we have the chemicals required for the production of synthetic fiber. From that we will get a liquid mixture that is called polymer solution. Now this is the first step. After that, the next step is spinning. Now after getting the liquid mixture of chemicals, the next step is spinning. So during spinning, what we will do, we will pass the liquid mixture of chemicals through a machine called spinnerate. So this is the figure of spinnerate. Understand? And in spinnerate we can see that there are very small minute holes are there. So spinnerate is a machine which contains a lot of holes like this. This machine is called spinnerate. So this machine spinnerate, we can see that it looks like bathroom shower. Like there are small minute holes. So what we will do in spinning, we will pass the mixture of chemicals. That is, we have the mixture of polymers, the polymer liquid solution. We will pass this solution through this machine, through the spinnerate. Then when we pass the liquid mixture of polymers through the spinnerate, what we'll get, this liquid mixture will come out through the holes like this in the form of filaments. So this process is called spinning. So during spinning, we will pass the liquid mixture of chemicals through the holes of spinnerate, and through the holes what we will get, the polymer, liquid polymer is converted into the form of filaments. And using these filaments, from these filaments we get fiber. So these are some figures of spinning, and that is, we have, this is the spinnerate. So we have the polymer solution, that is, polymer solution means a liquid mixture. We will get a liquid form of the chemicals which are used for the preparation of synthetic fiber, and they will give the polymer. And this liquid polymer is passed through spinnerate, and we know that in spinnerate there are holes, and through these holes this liquid solution will come out in the form of filaments. This process is called spinning. So this is the spinnerate. There are holes. Polymer solution is allowed to pass through the holes of spinnerate, and they will pass through the holes, and the liquid polymer will come out in the form of filaments like this. So like this we will get. This process is called spinning. And for this process we use a machine, and this machine is called spinnerate. So we can define spinnerate. Spinnerate is a device used to extrude a polymer solution to form fibers. So we allow the polymer solution, the mixture of chemicals, through the spinnerate, and we will convert this polymer solution in the form of fibers. The polymer solution to form fibers. This process is called spinning. the machines used for this process, which is having holes, it is called spinneret. So we can conclude the preparation of synthetic fiber, that is, when you mix the chemicals required for the preparation of synthetic fiber, we will get a polymer solution. And this polymer solution is then passed through spinneret. That process called spinning. We will get the fiber in the form of filaments. And we know that in this step, that is the fiber which is obtained from the spinneret, it will be in the form of liquid. It is not solidified, because we passed the liquid mixture of polymer, and these fibers are also in the form of liquid. Now we have to convert these filaments, the liquid filaments of fiber, in the form of solid. So for that, the next step is solidification. So when we do solidification of the filaments obtained during spinning, the liquid filaments will convert into solid fibers, and this solid fiber is the synthetic fiber which we need. So today we have learned about polymers and monomers. Monomer is the small unit, combination of monomers to give polymer, and combination of polymer gives fiber. Using this fiber we make cloth. Then we have studied about spinning. Spinning is a process which is used for the synthesis of synthetic fiber. That is, in this process, the polymer solution, the mixture of chemicals which passed through a machine called spinneret. As a result, we will get filaments. We will get fiber in the form of filaments. After that, we will convert these filaments of fibers into thick solid fiber using a process solidification.